Howdy, Simmers. Realm of Magic comes with two worlds. We have the normal, unsuspecting world, and obviously the magic world. And the normal world is just a little too normal for me, so today I want to kind of magicify it. I'm starting off with this little bar, the Elixers and Brews bar in Glimmerbrook. So for reference, this is what the bar looks like in the game when you start a new save file. It is very unsuspecting, very normal, but it's also really kind of ugly. We have a bunch of space here, but it's mainly taken up by this giant bar. And then we have just a couple of seating situations around and then a little outdoor kind of back area. So I have turned this really boring, kind of ugly bar into a magic-friendly spot in the town. So I start off by basically deleting everything and downsizing the build because it just had so much space that it didn't really need, especially on the decks, like the front and the back. Mainly the back, because, geez, it takes up so much space. We don't need the whole lot for this build. But I do add a second floor little upstairs for a magical surprise later that I'm excited for you guys to see. And yes, I do know that the roof is clipping. Don't worry, I fix it later on. It was bugging me too. But we switched out the doors and the windows for stuff from Realm of Magic. I use a lot of that pack in this build for obvious reasons. And in my typical fashion, I have switched the color scheme from light to just completely dark. I don't know what it is, but I really like darker tones with exteriors. But it also kind of worked because this bar was getting like a magical renovation. I wanted to keep it on kind of the mystical, mysterious side, I guess. So it was very fitting for this particular build. But I just realized I forgot to paint the ceilings. Oh well. I meant to do that and then it completely slipped my mind. But I'm messing with the stairs on the decks right now because for some reason I didn't process until later that we're on a one-step foundation. Like, it's literally just one thing off the ground. Stairs aren't even necessary. Your Sims can still get up on that foundation if it's only one step. So I do end up removing those. I'm not sure why they actually put stairs on those with that mindset. I don't remember if we had... Oh no, we did. Maybe. I was gonna say we didn't have, like, platform stuff at this time, but these aren't really platforms, it's just foundation, which I think we've had since base game. I might be wrong. But I ended up closing off the back deck just entirely, because it wasn't necessary to have a thing back there. And I switched out all the wood tones, definitely gave it this kind of darker vibe. And I'm slowly putting together the upstairs section, but I do think we get to it later. You'll see that I... I'm adding a cauldron in here, so you guys might be able to get an idea of what's going to be in there later. But I grabbed this bar from Realm of Magic because I realized that there was one. And actually, this idea was suggested by my partner. And so I kind of looked into it at first of like, okay, can I even do this? And luckily, it came with a bar. Is there any pack that we've gotten, game pack or expansion pack, that doesn't come with a new bar? Because I feel like all of them do. And it's not necessary, but we get new ones all the time anyway. But I basically switched out all the furniture specifically for Realm of Magic stuff. Because we had so much of it, surprisingly. And so I'm working on our little dining section, which there is a lot more seating arrangements around. So it's already better than the other one because you can actually have a bunch of Sims hanging out here. So I decided to use the Realm of Magic fireplace as well because, truthfully, magical build, how can I not? That is a stunning fireplace. And any normal Sims who came here would probably question, like, how it's even possible for that to be a thing, but, like, just don't question it. You're in a magical bar. Magical themed, anything is possible. So, yeah. The downstairs, I think, is fairly cozy. I do put in a chess table just because we had one before, and we needed something else around. I also added a few spider webs, which wasn't necessary, but I thought it added just a little bit of something. I don't get a lot of art on these walls because I already have so much going on, so I figured spider webs are kind of a good middle ground. It's something on the walls, even if it is a little, you know, spooky. But I kept the bathrooms mainly the same. I didn't change the wallpaper there at all. Just the flooring and obviously the utilities, the plumbing and such. And I was gonna put these trellises originally on the back there, but they were all the same size and I wasn't sure where the other ones were. And then I didn't end up liking it. And I was like, okay, I want to switch this out for some like actual foliage, I guess. If you saw my build of the abandoned haunted house I did recently, you know, I kind of did this trick with the wall foliage stuff. And I'm trying to mimic that here a little bit and try to do some more of that because I feel like for these builds it just kind of works. So I'm going through that. I'm sorry if it looks a little rough. I've said before I am not good with this stuff, which is why I'm working on it. But we have a lot of seating around. I put some more outdoor tables in the back and also some on this front deck because I didn't really know what else to do with that. But we're moving to the upstairs already, where I have made this into a little like secret witchy area. So this could be kind of like a witchy club gathering area. I think you can set doors to only be unlocked for like club members. So if you made some kind of club you can get together where it's like spellcasters only, you might be able to set this as like a spellcaster zone. And I don't think this is actually a thing with this pack, but you guys could like work on potions together. If that's a thing. But the idea is this is just a little hangout for the spellcasters and yeah, just any local ones really that might be hiding out in the town. But overall, I really like how this came together. It is a bit of a small space, I admit. And this landing zone here, I had absolutely no clue what to do with it. So I end up just putting lights around and like a very small decoration. I do add a window as well to up here. And that's really about it. The landing wasn't big enough for me to do really anything special, but I think it ended up being fine. I did get this round window at the top of the roof as well. So I would have used the round windows in like other places like these circular ones, but I just couldn't get them to look right. So I thought it would be too much to have them just everywhere, so we only have the one. Landscaping wise, I added some terrain paint, but I left the landscaping exactly as is because this is supposed to be a renovation, not like a full-on build or anything. I didn't like completely bulldoze it and, you know, just make a new thing. But we're at the end of this, so I'm gonna hop into the game and show you the finished product. And here we are at the new bar. I think it ended up looking so good. We're already gonna have some Sims inside, so don't be alarmed by that. But we come up here. We've got a little bit of outdoor seating, which doesn't look like anyone is using at the moment. But we come inside. We've already got someone working the bar over here. Lots of Sims actually hanging out already. So we've got a couple of people playing some chess. And then over here we have our nice little seating area by the fireplace. I'm surprised no one's chilling out over here at the moment. They're all sitting at these tables. So I really wish I had remembered to paint the ceilings because it would have been perfect, but it's fine. We have a couple of TVs around in case anyone wants to watch, I don't know, sports or something. And then we have the bathrooms, which nothing really special. And then out through the doors, just some more seating. So nothing too fancy out here. We have kind of a nice back view though. There's a little bit more room to see things now that the deck isn't taking up half the lot. Again, with all of our kind of foliage stuff on the walls, which may or may not be glitching. Don't mind it if it is. All right, and then coming up the steps here, we have our landing, which no one is up here, thankfully. Spellcasters only. So we come in here, and we've got our little witchy spellcaster section. So it's not a big space, I admit. It's definitely got a vibe to it though, which I really like. So that is the full bar. I'm really happy with how it turned out. I think this is my favorite renovation that I've ever done. I don't do a lot of renovations anyway, but I had a fun time with this. I think this ended up being really cool. The renovation is on the gallery for you guys to download. It's called Glimmerbrook Bar Reno, and it's built just on the lot where the Elixirs and Brews bar is in Glimmerbrook. It's literally the same building, just slightly altered. But yeah, I had a lot of fun with this. If you want to download it, my gallery ID is TheSimmingKoalaa with 2 A's at the end. It's always in the description if you guys ever want to download anything from me. Let me know what you guys think of the renovation in the comments. Should I renovate the rest of Glimmerbrook and turn it into more of a magic-friendly kind of town? Because it's definitely lacking, and I know for a fact that there are some weird builds in this world, and I would love to fix them and make them be weird in a good way. Yeah, let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you have any build suggestions in the comments as well. And with that, I'm gonna go. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, subscribe to the channel, and make sure you have notifications on so you don't miss anything. Be sure to follow my socials. Links are below. I'll see y'all soon. Bye.